Welcome back, guys. Working on the truck again today. It's a nice day out, so I figured I'd come out here. This morning, my buddy came and pulled that parts truck out of here, and while he was here, I had him give me a hand getting the bed off of this one. Mainly just so I could take some measurements to get the new frame started. But it's a shame this frame is cracked or bent because it's a really nice, solid, doesn't even have surface rust. But I got my measurements and started applying them. The other reason I didn't want to use this frame is because this, I don't know how well you guys can see it, but it is very hack job way of lowering that front hanger. I mean, the front hanger kit is not that expensive. I will be stealing those shackles. This bumper I'll be stealing, but with fresh brackets, obviously, unless these are just out of adjustment. I'll take a look at that. But on the other hand, I got the extended cab frame that was sitting over there into the workshop. I got a little ahead of myself and started cutting already. Got the 24.5 inches taken out. Let me see if I can. It's nice and easy to wheel right now. So I'll be removing this body mount that's for an extended cab or a crew cab. The single cab only uses these lower saddle mounts, the four in each corner. Still got some cleanup to do and prep work, and it's gonna have fish plates and layover plates and all that, so it'll be plenty strong. Not too concerned about that. I literally just cut it, and then I ran out of flap discs and cut off wheels, so I've taken a break right now. Here's what came out. Got the tank out sitting over here. This one just needs to be adjusted. I'll get the gaps and the bevels and everything all nice and pretty. I stripped off everything from the ABS pump back, brake lines, wire harnesses, and what have you, just to get it prepped for shortening, which, like I said, I got ahead of myself and already did. But this frame looks pretty solid. I'm excited about it. Gonna have to freshen up a few things, but it's gonna be good overall. This trans cross member here was for a 4L60, I believe. And the typical 4L80 conversion cross members mount with, the two horizontal bolts on either side, but this frame seems to have a different cross member. I'm not sure if it's just because it's a 4x4 or like an early year frame or something. But regardless of that, I mean, it's all just mild steel. I'll be able to cut the trans mount out, mount it to the trans where it's happy, then build to it. Just make my own 4L80 cross member. It should be pretty easy. The gas tank straps all came off nice and easy. I gotta pull these bump stop extension pads off. Bump stop will be directly on the frame. I'm gonna drop this spare tire out and put a good one. I believe this is probably original from 2002 or whatever it was. So I'll get that. I'm gonna have to pull the hitch to get to the shackle bolt to put the extended shackles on. I gotta pop off these front leaf hangers to get the drop hangers on. Shouldn't be a big deal. And I'll get this bumper off. It's not bad, but it's not as nice as that one outside. But things are shaping up on this, moving pretty quick now that I've got the Jeep out of the workshop. Got to clean up some of these wires still. I don't like these cut grounds. I'll get those fixed up. These harnesses came off the frame. One of them is like the main trailer harness that has a few ancillary circuits on it. This is the ABS pump harness, I believe. But regardless, I'll be using the harnesses off of the frame that the single cab is on, just because I know they're not cut. And this truck is generally cleaner than that frame is. So I'll pull these harnesses. I'm not sure what this lamp cord deal is. I'll get rid of that, clean that up. But the 7 pins in there. I'm gonna have to pull this rear end to put it under the extended or the new single cab frame just to roll it around. But my buddy's giving me or trading me a 373 rear end. So I'll pull all these harnesses, the evap crap and whatever that thing is, and pull it onto the new frame. The nice thing is I got to pull the motor out of this truck, so when I did, I didn't screw with any of the connectors or the plugs or cut anything. Everything should just come out nicely and go into the new frame nicely. All the fuel lines are intact, brake lines are intact, so it should be pretty plug and play on the new frame, I hope. But that's kind of where we're at today. Not sure if I'm going to add more to this video. I just kind of spontaneously did this today and spontaneously decided to film it. So thanks for following along. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out. Thanks, guys. I'm going to add into this. This is the 6 liter we talked about in the last video. Obviously, it has aluminum heads on it now. I ran these heads previously on a supercharged 5.3. They're just 706s that have been, valves have been done and seals and whatnot. And I had them in my cupboard, saving them for one day. And this truck is kind of that one-day project. But I swore they were not Castex, but obviously they are. So now I'm kind of up in the air if I'm going to run them or not. Wouldn't you know it, I have another LS over here in the corner. It's just a parts one. It's locked up, no good. And it also has 706s, also Castex. So got 2 sets of heads that I don't really want to use. I could use, but I don't know. I'm kind of up in the air. Throwing it out there in this video just for discussion. I'm kind of 50-50 right now if I'm going to run them. But on the other hand, this block cleaned up really well. I'm pretty happy with how clean it is now. Need to freshen up a little bit more, but it'll be a good motor. Just going to keep an eye on Marketplace for whatever heads come up. There's a guy locally that wants to trade one of my 80E transmissions for a set of 706s that are not Castex, that already have dual springs and chromoly push rods, but I don't really know if that's the deal I want to take, so I'm just going to keep looking. Keep an eye on Marketplace for, a stage 1 or stage 2 cam, just something simple, but just thought I'd throw that in there. Thanks, guys.